Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about having the majority of the planets in the fourth quadrant in a natal horoscope. Now, as most of you know, the fourth quadrant in a natal chart consists of the 10th, 11th, and 12th houses. Now, when someone, we got to look at these houses and say, well, 10th is about reputation, career, notoriety, status, standing in the community, career objectives. Now, 11th is about goals, aspirations, friendships, groups, organizations, acquaintances, and then the 12th is about often hidden matters, things done in seclusion. It can indicate, look at the 12th house. 12th house can also be things that are connected with fears, could be restrictions, limitations, and we look at the 12th house is often, I look at it as a house, the house does correspond with the sign of Pisces, and I think people that have generally any planets in the 12th house can be about helping others that are not as fortunate as we are, such as the impoverished or the oppressed, the homeless. And when I look at somebody that has the majority of planets in these three houses, a lot of things are about, I think, about collaborative group efforts. It might even career endeavors may be tied in to group activities. We look at the 12th house about helping others less fortunate than us, and a lot of the energy, when someone has a strong majority or preponderance of planets in these houses, it's about humanitarianism, selflessness, about helping others more, as opposed to the first three houses, which is more about, I believe, about self-aggrandizement and things that are pertaining to oneself and their own personal needs. Now, a lot of times I look at when someone has a lot of planets in these houses, in this fourth quadrant in a natal horoscope, these activities, the houses, I guess what we could say can be somewhat, when we say integrated, what I mean is that they all kind of can work together in this person's life. 12th house could be some spiritual involvement connected with the person's goals and aspirations, which is the 11th house, and these things may be tied in to perhaps some kind of standing in the person's community. This person may be somebody that might be strongly into reformation, might be a social activist, might be somebody that has strong concerns for the environment, may even be an environmentalist, because this person is often about helping others in a very strong, in a broad community sense, not just helping maybe 2 or 3 people, but in a very, very expanded and large sense. And this person can be very strongly environmental. This could be a person that is strongly associated with giving to charitable organizations, may be strongly involved in selfless giving, humanitarian endeavors. This is more a person that is about doing things more, I guess we could say, with friends, with acquaintances, more about doing things that are going to be advantageous, perhaps even for humanity, and on a strong, like, society level, and perhaps even global level as well. And we look at this, a strong majority of planets in this fourth quadrant can often be somebody that is connected more very strongly, perhaps spiritual. This person may be someone that has very strong interest perhaps in things that are just that are over, I guess you could say, our mundane plane, or what we see right in front of us. There might be very strong faith, and this the 12th house also can be associated with the metaphysical, and perhaps this person may be interested in those in something connected with the metaphysical, something with astrology, and may apply this towards some kind of group endeavors, which would be the 11th house, and maybe even tied in to the person's career ambitions, which would be the 10th house. So a lot of times when someone has a lot of planets in these houses, or I should say the majority of their planets in this sector or fourth quadrant in their natal chart, they often kind of, the energies of those houses can consolidate and can very well, I believe, blend together. And I think this person that has this majority of planets in this fourth quadrant is really can very strongly be about helping their fellow man and doing things more for others, maybe a philanthropist, philanthropic work. This is a person that may even be involved in religion very strongly, or may even be some kind of a priest or a minister, and someone that has the ability to indoctrinate these kind of spiritual ideas and thoughts, perhaps even metaphysical ones, into someone, and indoctrinating others with these, I guess you could say, with these ideas. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for having the majority of the planets in the fourth quadrant in a natal horoscope. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about empty houses in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.